Alright guys, we're going to check out the last hour of the day. Let everyone know here soon. In the Telegram, if you're not in the Telegram, join, links in the video description. This is stream number 2 of the futures. Let's go. Pop it in the Telegram. Alright, we're just hanging out at this point. If anyone joins, just comment in the chat. We'll get things going. I know you guys probably aren't expecting an evening stream, but we're just gonna check it out today. I've got a little bit of time. Can't stick around for too long, so it's gonna be rather quick, but I'm gonna check it out. It's 3 p.m. right now. We're inside of crazy ranges. What's up, Gamer Cat? Good evening. Yeah, 4 hours pushed up from there. 1 hour is pushed up from here. Just creating a range. Same with 15 minute. 15 minute, we got some more price action to work with. But 15 minute and 1 hour high right there. It's a new one for me too. We don't need, like, we're just kind of checking it out, and I'm trying to get these streams going. We still have $0 in the account because it takes 3 days for the money to hit with Ninja. So we're kind of hanging out, and we're gonna just try to get used to futures. We've got a prop account. I don't know if I'll place. We'll place a position if it shows up. It's just like a 5K to practice with until we get our money over here. If we could tap above the daily highs there, and then get a drive lower, that'd be great. Yes, sir. We're gonna be probably not doing 2 streams a day all the time, but if I've got a little time in the evenings to hop on really quick for the last hour, we'll check it out together. I can't tell you guys how, like, optimistic I am with switching to futures. Literally, the spreads compared to, like, Forex, in between the music down a little bit. Like, if I was to take a 10 pip trade on Euro US dollar, the spread being like 1 to 2 pips, guys, that's literally a 10 to 20% of my move that they're taking. With futures, the equivalent would probably be 100 ticks, but your spread's 1 tick. We're literally saving 20% on every trade. So, like, the spread's literally almost non-existent. It's like 1 tick to 2 ticks. And if you get a 100 tick trade, which is probably like a 10 pip move equivalent in Forex, it's literally like the same thing as if in, like, let's just say futures was like Forex and we had a 100 tick move. It's like saying that the spread's going to be 200 ticks. It's like, that's insane. It just eats away your profits. Like, honestly, my only regret is not having done this a long time ago. Like, imagine if you took off 20% off all your losses ever and 20% and you added 20% to all of your winners, imagine how much more profitable you'd be. It's insane. If we're putting things in simple terms. I mean, those numbers aren't exact, but They're up there. They're up there for sure. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see how futures treats us over the next coming weeks. I just found these two. Probably not a good thing that I found these, because usually once you eat one or two, you can't stop. Yeah, we'll see how the traction gets. Looking for price to take these highs right here, which is also the highs of the day. We talked about it in the Telegram this morning, prices going higher, and that's exactly what we saw today. Let's just go over here to the 1 minute, because we already know what we're looking for at this point. This is a 1 hour and 15 minute swing high, so I mean that's all the better. Right now, if it gives us a candle to flip off of, get a nice, I guess they call this the power hour. Nice power hour trade. We'll see. Yeah, GamerCat, do that. And my only recommendation is, guys, whatever you're trading, one thing I would say to do, like, and honestly not financial advice, but to do side by side with me, is I think we should just start taking our take profits off and just trailing our stops. If we start doing that, I really feel like that's going to change everything. Playing defense instead of offense. So whatever system we're running, I think we all can agree that if we focus more on playing defense, we're all going to rake in profits. I really believe that. I really believe it's not even, I don't even believe, like, the system matters, don't get me wrong, the system matters, but it's how the system's managed, alright? It's how the system's managed. Yeah, see? I already closed these back up and opened them again. Probably super loud on the mic too. I gotta go. I'm about 40 minutes left, so we don't got a whole lot of time. I gotta go like 10 minutes before the close. For anyone who's joining though, this is kind of what we're looking at. Price is clearing these highs, daily highs, and we're looking for price to flip this candle now that broke higher. It's WRT. This is a 1 hour range high and a 15 minute. Really, it's more important that it's a 15 minute, or probably a 1 hour. But the fact that it's both means that if we close below this candle, it's a good trade to at least get it to push some for us. Yeah, because on NQ right now, look at these spreads on NQ. This is $1.67 in spreads on the prop account. Now imagine 25 cents in spreads. So it's literally going to be like, it's not even going to be there. It's not even going to seem like it's there. And then with how much NQ moves and trailing on the 1 minute, we're literally just gonna get to the charts every day and be like, okay, how do we just take off risk, take off risk, take off risk, and then I feel like we're just gonna make money by accident by doing that. Yeah, Lubaslav. Did I put it in the Telegram? I was supposed to. Yeah, I did. Yeah, we're another live. We're going live for at least most of this last hour of the day, just to check it out, just to hang out. The wire is not happening, so I won't be able to be trading straight off of this until Wednesday. So I already sent it via debit card. We'll wait for that. But I was like, I have a little bit of time. I gotta get off like 3:45, 3:50 ish, which is in like 40 minutes. But I was like, I gotta pop in and do a New York close stream now that we're future traders. Gotta pop in really quick if anyone's able to make it. Whether we take a position or not, I don't know. I mean, we're on that 5K practice, so it's not even practice. I don't know. I keep calling it. It's literally a prop challenge. It just feels like practice because I don't even know why there's a 5K challenge. You know what I mean? But it's 9 p.m. here. Yeah, no worries, brother. We're not even gonna be able to do this one every day, but I just want to pop in and say what's up to you guys if we have the opportunity to. But yeah, I don't even know if we'll be able to do the 3 p.m. one every day. Animesh, yeah, I like it too though. I like it too. It feels weird. Makes it though so we can hang out a little bit more now. Oh yeah, I went on a run too, and during my run I always get like clarity, and after this morning jumping from chart to chart, I was like, yeah, we just probably need to focus on just NQ. Yes, GamerCat, I just figured out how to get it so you can hear the music without the music coming through the mic too. I'm definitely not getting these streams monetized because they're definitely getting copywritten, because I'm not gonna put on some like free lo-fi music. It sounds terrible when like any of the free royalty free stuff. I'm literally putting on Chill Out Dear. I've listened to them. I've been listening to them for a while I work and stuff. They've got the best lo-fi, the best background music, so they're definitely copywriting my videos, but I'm definitely still keeping the music on, so I care more about like the environment for the stream than the $2 they'll pay you for putting ads on your video. If the music's ever too loud or too quiet too, just let me know. We'll take care of it. We'll take care of it. Got a little New York close stream going though. I'm gonna see WRT play out firsthand here if we get prices to close a little lower. You guys see I switched the candles. I switched the candles back to the greens. Yeah, Animesh, honestly, and that's the thing. So, negative versus reward, I still like it. I still stand by everything I was saying about it. But to be honest with you, it was more like I think we were 10 for 12 before I dropped off. So we were still profitable. We did take the 2 losses close to the end back to back. But I wasn't in a good place internally, or mentally, or spiritually, and I was just like, everything was just falling apart. And then even if we were 10 for 12, even just taking those 2 losses for the end like that, and just having a million other things going on, I was just like, I need a break. And when I need a break, I've been talking to the chat about this, and I'm gonna be better about it. But because of like, you know, just some things in my past and whatnot, the way I cope is I isolate, and so I need to not do that. Like, I realized, like, you know, after chatting with the community too, and your guys' support and stuff, and just showing me that like I can actually talk to you guys, it's been good for me, because, you know, I feel like I can actually like lean on you guys instead of, you know, like in the past I just like have to isolate myself from people and stuff. So I'm growing. I'm still young, right? So I'm still trying to figure this whole thing called life out. But speaking of figure it out, we need to figure out if we're about to get into the market. 2 types of entries off this. We can enter below the close. This isn't a good example because the close and the low are pretty much identical. But an aggressive entry is when price closes below the open. of that breakout candle, and a conservative entry is as price closes below the actual low of the candle. Now, when it's going to be a good idea to do more of an aggressive one is when we have, like, let's say a bottom wick like this, and then we start getting price to close like right here inside of it. We can expect lower prices and get in a little bit more aggressively. We're gonna pop off with this trade right here. See if we can't make anything happen. Tight stop if this closes lower. I'm gonna do it just on that 5K account. This might be the only position we have for this what do they call it, the power hour. We'll see. Let's zoom in. We want to make sure we're locked in. It's gonna be so nice trading straight off TradingView. It's gonna be so nice. It was not. I want to say it was nice trading off TradingView last time with IG, but couldn't even move my stop loss and stuff. All right, I'm short. I'll bring it over. That way you guys can see. And this is where we're at until. So we got to put like a spread's worth above that candle. Tight stop, low risk. We're gonna see if we can't get a push lower, guys. We're not trying to go crazy here. Just gonna see if we can't flip lower. We got tagged. 12 bucks. 12 bucks. And that closed outside the low and the high of the candle. Now, if we look at the 5 minute though too, yeah, look at, so the 5 minute closed above on this candle and then just closed below right here. We could still see prices drop because this is being respected. Now, I'm not gonna get back in, but we could still see prices drop. Honestly, as long as this gets respected, prices could still drop. So going into futures, I'm going to have one hard rule, and that hard rule is going to be something I abide by. No matter what trade I get in, I am not looking to put my stop loss any further than behind one 1 minute candle. That's simply like, we're gonna look for trades, but when we get into trades, I don't care if I take small loss after small loss after small loss. Going into futures, my only goal is to just play defense. And are we gonna get chopped up some days? Yes, but we're gonna get price pushing for us so often. We really are. Small drawdowns and consistent equity growth, that's what we're gonna see. Oh wow, it's a long throw. Yeah, it's tough with the aggressive entries when you get stopped out like that, and then, like, let's say price just melts now. That's one of the things you gotta weigh. You gotta weigh in the balance of whether you want to do it or not. Because, like, look at though, this system, guys, like, I don't know if anyone's taken the time as like myself to actually look at it, but look at this, literally over and over again. I mean, you put your stop right there, like, you have this entry. This is a good entry candle. Now if it gets flipped, I mean, like, as long, like, this is really like an aggressive stop and this is like a conservative stop. The aggressive one, I think, is gonna help us over the long time, because we're gonna get trades that push for us, you know what I mean? It's just a matter of time. But so let's do this while we're here watching this. We're clearly not gonna get in again, but, like, for the sake of this conversation, like, we got in right here on the breakout, we put our stop right here, we got stopped out like 12 ticks, right? This is the conservative stop. Now if this gets taken, if this high gets taken up here, then the trade is 100% not valid anymore for what we're trying to do. So we'll see. But I think over time, with tight spreads, low commissions, I think over time on the actual cash account, we're gonna see some good results. See, like, this is probably a good example of a wider stop being more beneficial. Because you see, we get tagged out here pretty quick, and then price ends up melting. Could be the same thing that happens here. But then again, too, here's another example of an aggressive stop. Right here, stop right here, and then we get price to push for us. You know what I mean? So, yeah, yes, Josh, yes, doubling down. It's gonna be there's gonna be a give or take relationship. You have to decide what you're willing to give for what you're willing to take. And until we trade this long enough, and like, let's say just over time, this just plays out a ridiculous amount. Or look at, honestly too, let's say the breakout candle, if it fails, let's see, like in this scenario, price comes back in, closes back out, then you start to push again. Yeah, I don't know about second entries off of it. I haven't looked into that. We're in just kind of a practice account right now. It might not be a bad idea to try a second entry if it closes below again. And then maybe like you'd have to probably have a limit though. It's like, okay, you don't wanna do more than like 2 entries. For the sake of what we're doing though, just practicing and just kind of getting used to things, we'll see like what a second entry looks like as we close below. Could be beneficial. But here's the thing, we're kind of live testing this right now because I haven't seen what that looks like on any back test. Yeah, Joshua, we're not going to be able to do this every day, but I want to pop in here when we can. Oh yeah, this definitely looks like a setup to go short though. Like, it does look like price is going to fall short soon. Yeah. Oh, here we are. I have a feeling it's probably going to drop soon. Just because of the way it's looking. This would be just a live test attempt at a second entry off of a zone. If it makes sense, right? Alright, too much candy, not enough water now. I'd never eat candy either. Well, I guess I can't say never because I'm eating it right now, but I just found it in the pantry. We are locked in. This is just pretty much practice though, guys. We're gonna, once we get that other account, we're gonna be good. Yeah, you see though how, let's wait for this candle to close because then I want to show you something.
When you're in the thick of a project, Harbor Freight is the place that always comes in handy. Whether you're picking up something for your pickup.
Yeah, because you can see, look at this, look at this. We're still valid on a 5, oh no, the 5 minute, that candle got swept. The entry candle for the 1 minute and 5 minute got swept. This is technically the point of no return though. After it goes past there, we don't even want to look for anything. We already peaked out once on the 5 minute and 1 minute. I don't know if this makes it like, hey, don't trade this now at all, because you're not getting the sharp reaction you're looking for, or if a second entry is beneficial. I'll go back in time some after this to see if that's even an option, or we'll find out together if it's a good option if price does close lower here. But I mean, we're at the daily highs. Not much happening though. If we switch to the 15 minute, we just see these 15 minute ranges going higher and higher. 15 minute didn't even close above there. But 5 and 1 minute did. I don't think re-entries would be a good idea. I might be wrong, but I just don't.
What's wrong? A hunter unnerved by a few beasts. No matter.
They could either be just a waste of another trade and it getting chopped up, or it could turn out to be like, hey, maybe they take off on the second break if it fails on the first, you know what I mean? But yeah, if we put a conservative stop on this trade, we would still be up here. Now the problem is though, you take a few losses like that, 67 ticks each, I mean, now you got a deeper hole to dig yourself out of when price isn't working for you. We're definitely not doing 3 re-entries, but we'll try a second if it closes lower. I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't drop though, and like all of this, it's holding right here. Put that on right there. We're gonna try one more for the stream and just for practice. Might mess around and just get funded 5K practicing though. Alright, yeah, I shorted it. Stop loss has got to be above this candle, about the equivalent of the spread. 0.5% risk. We're gonna watch price melt for us now on this second try. Let's take off that text. The Gamer Cat, that might be a great way to revive your prop account. In all honesty. It's hard to do this with like a spread that big, because instead of just being able to put your stop like right there, you got to put it like a little bit further above. So we wouldn't even have to risk this much once we get our money in our NinjaTrader account. So those aggressive stops are going to be like insanely small losses. Insanely small. This literally like increases your loss by like 20%. Oh yeah, we're about to go down though. I have a feeling we're about to go down. My feeling might be wrong. We'll see if the 3 p.m. power hour is worth trading. We'll find out together today. And if the re-entries mean anything. We just tapped into this fair value gap, we might get tagged out. Let's put this on so you could see where we're actually at. How big is our stop? Oh wow, yeah, we're already above that candle, so technically we would get trailed out here. Gave it just enough room to sweep the highs of our entry candle. Is the goal, right?
Are you drowning in payday loan debt?
We'll
Have you
leave it.
taken out multiple payday loans?
I
and
would
are unable
drag
to
it
pay
like
them back?
right
Then listen to
above the
this
high
message closely.
here, but
A
like
recently announced payday loan forgiveness
that
program
means the
is
spread's
allowing
gonna
Americans
snap
with
us out if
payday
it
loan
does
debts
come back
to be
some.
forgiven by
Honestly
as
though,
much
we'll
as
shave off a
80%
little
of the
bit
balance
just
owed.
because if
This
it does
program
come
is
back
only
up that
available
much,
for a limited period of time. We strongly
we're not
advise
trying
you
to, we're not
call
even
in
trying
now
to see
if
this
you
red
qualify
candle that's
for this
pushing
limited
for its
time
flip
offer.
now.
If you fall behind on your payday
So
loan payments,
we
the
might as well.
creditors will contact
If we
your
can get
employer
price to
and
push for
pull
us, it
money
did close
directly out of
lower
your
than this
paycheck,
candle.
put a lien
I don't
on
even
your
know if this
house or
looks the same
vehicles,
as here.
and hassle you with collections calls every day. To put an end to your
Yeah, I don't
payday
even
loan
know
debt
if it's the
problems,
same
click on the
price.
link below and see if you qualify for the Payday Loan Debt Forgiveness Program. It takes less than 30
Our
seconds
futures
to see
chart's
if you
literally
qualify.
$200
If you do
higher than this
qualify,
chart.
We recommend you call right away, as calls are
I don't know
taken
why
on a
that would be.
first-come, first-served basis. We understand that payday loans can be a lifesaver when you're in a bind, but they can also be very expensive and impossible to pay off due to their predatory interest. This new program will help to get you
Oh,
back
I'm
on
like
your
letting
feet
an
and
ad
out
run
of
for you
debt.
guys.
Don't
These guys are probably signing up with whatever futures firm just advertised us. These candles are pushing. The thing about TradingView too is you can see the time on when the candle closes. We just had a candle close. We want to give it some breathing room, but this fair value gap, probably don't want it to come back, and we don't want to take all of our opportunity out. We'll trail a little bit tighter. We'll trail to these candles highs. We'll keep it logged on right there like that. Yeah, we got tagged out for like probably $8, $18 or whatever. Second entry, not worth it. We'll see though. Now let's do this. Second entry probably would have been worth it though, because like look at this. We probably would have got. No, it wouldn't have. It would not have been worth it. It would not have. We're gonna just draw this on though, like this, just to see how the conservative stop works. But I'm not. That's like honestly my only rule is gonna be like 1 pip or 1 candle stop losses. So I'm not switching from it. We might get tagged out on trades like that, but it's okay. There might not, honestly, there might not be much else to even look at today. There might not. This day might be over. The last hour of the day might not be worth our time. I mean, look at even the 5 minute. Even the 5 minute. It's just beautiful. And then this 5 minute would have played out nice too, but it would have got wicked out if we had an aggressive stop. That's all like in between hours though. It looks like NQ just moves the entire day. It just seems to move the entire day. Is it like that every day? Pretty much. Pretty much trading the entire day. Yeah, just beautiful setups. Here's the second breakout on the 5 minute though. Price might very well melt. I don't know how it acts though at the end of the day. Like let's go back in time. Oh my gosh, yeah. That's at 350. The last 10 minutes of the day are like that. here too. Candle flips. Dang, yeah, with the conservative stop on this one though, you would have absolutely destroyed this move. I mean, the thing is though, where and when do you trail when you have a conservative stop, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, the markets are definitely about to melt though. They're definitely about it. Like, honestly, if I have to say where it's gonna end, at least it's gonna go before the day ends, is this 50%. Power hour is making us want to trade conservative stops already. No, I'm gonna get my feet wet with futures before we do anything crazy like that. It's yeah. You're gonna hit them with an aggressive stop. You're gonna hit enough trades with an aggressive stop to be up either way. I think it's a preference thing at the end of the day more than anything. Do you want to risk more on a trade or less? If you risk more, you have a chance of winning more often. If you risk less, you got a chance of losing more often. But it's we're gonna figure it out together, that's for sure. Like I said, guys, just hang out with me and trade together, and you know, as I'm getting used to this, I'm sure it's all gonna start coming together over time. One thing I'm set on though, wherever we put our stop loss at first, I'm set on trailing it and locking in profits and stuff. That's crazy how the 5-minute even reacts pretty nice on the 15-minute ranges. I wonder if it did this morning. Like, because I know the trade we took on ES was right in between here, off those lows. Oh yeah, but you would have got in so late. Because like, look at our entry for, yeah, our entry would have been way up there on the 5-minute, and then price would have pulled back that much. But whereas like on the 1-minute, right there for this example, I mean, we would have got in right here. So I mean, we would have got a nice 92 tick push and probably would have got trailed out, you know, at like 50 or 60 ticks, because we would have been trailing on the push, of course. Pressing something wrong. Oh, there it is. If we look though at, I don't think we're gonna, like, what time is it? We got 15 minutes. Price sweeping lower. We're inside of this big range. Now I have a feeling we're just running for this equilibrium today. But if we go back, I just want to look at the final hour of the day. We just looked at yesterday. Not yesterday, it's Friday. Last hour for the day. Let's just take a look together really quick. Yeah, this is the last hour. 1 minute. 1 minute. Right here. It's like, are we getting setups in the last hour of the day? Just kind of starts right in here. Yeah, so this would be a setup right here. Initial stop up there. Trailing down. It looks like it was moving a good amount. Price pressed 89 ticks, and that was an aggressive stop too. You didn't have to put it all the way. And then same thing here, it looks like we would have got a setup off of here. It looks like, yeah, it looks like price does give setups at the end of the day like this. Look at, and then it set up right here. And then price pushed 99 ticks. So, I mean, this is in the power hour of Thursday last week. We just saw how Friday would have worked. But the problem is with Friday is we probably, if we're playing aggressive, we probably would have got trailed. Because we definitely would have got trailed out. Let me see. Yeah, because we would have got trailed out. We would have lost that trade on Friday. On the power hour. Let's go back to where we're at. Let's see if we're pushing for 50%. It's taking its time, but I think we'll see relatively fast that price will come here. I gotta head out in 10 minutes though, so we're not even gonna find out probably, but when we do the once we get our cash in this account and we really get to see how it's working with tight stops like that, aggressive, if we're getting destroyed, we'll consider switching to conservative, but we're gonna trade aggressive for a few weeks or at least a week or two. And then if we see that every trade is like, oh man, we got stopped out, but then it ended up pushing eventually without clearing that high, then and only then we'll start putting our stop losses above the high right after the sweep. And then how we could look to trail is probably we could target 50%, and then like let's say this was the actual trade we had on right now. As price gets like closer to 50%, then I would say okay, let's remove risk, lock in some like that, because ideally like we want to go to 50%. You guys know this already, but anytime you sweep a range, you're pulling back to at least 50%. Like when this range got swept, where'd we pull? At least 50%. Same thing with I mean, this range flipped completely, but pulled back to 50% after we tapped there. Same thing right here. When we pushed up here, sweeping these highs, what'd we do? Immediate target was 50%, and then of course the whole range flipped in this case. Same thing here, good target, and look at this is exactly where price pulled. We had a 50% is the TP1 no matter what for the most part when it comes to ranges. Now price pushed below here, and so we were looking for a pullback after it flipped, and then when we got that pullback, you can see where'd we target on our entry candle right here after this body got flipped. This body right here, entry candle right here, we at least pushed to 50%, and that's actually where it rejected off of and then flipped entirely. So that's why in this case, when it pushes like that, let's trail our stop loss, because we know we're already at 50%, and if this range wants to continue lower, at that point it can. And that's, you see right here, clear as day, all 50%, price push lower. So when we draw out the wick ranges like that, we have to keep in mind the equilibrium of each range and the range we're in. So this right now is the 15-minute range we're in, and then this is the equilibrium. Now, price will probably, because of what's happening right here, quickly go to equilibrium if it's going to respect, you know, what it did here by sweeping this this liquidity, right? And then now pumping higher, rejecting back off of those highs, should go lower. So we'll see. This trade could fail or not fail. We're not in it, but I'm just kind of getting ready to be trading futures on my cash account with you guys once the money hits. I gotta go in 5 minutes though, just so you guys know. Look at third entry, fourth entry. This would be the fifth entry. I'm just playing. I think that's like. Let's see. Definitely, brother. You're gonna do good. You're gonna do good. Just I don't know if I have any advice for you. Just stick to the plan. You're gonna do good, brother. Don't rush it. That's the best advice. Yeah, but this is just hypothetical conservative stop loss trade right now. I'm gonna be trading aggressive, very aggressive. I don't want to give the market anything other than one candle. I really believe that on a weekly basis, that's gonna make us profitable. Not on a daily. On a weekly though. Man, I've got to the point though where I can be profitable on a monthly basis every month. But a daily basis, definitely not. And a weekly basis, that's the goal. I'm not even really crazy, like concerned too much. Yeah, see? So instead of just taking the small risk right here, we would have lost this whole trade. But then there's some times too where you see like, no, this is a bad example because we would have got a nice flow of price off an aggressive stop there. But like this one right here, we would have got in here and we would have got stopped out and then price melts. This is gonna happen sometimes, stuff like this. That's okay. That's something I already predetermined up front that's a risk I'm gonna have to take. This is gonna happen sometimes when you trade aggressive. But if half the time it does that, and the other half of the time we get pushes like this, we're gonna be golden. So honestly though, this trading day is kind of over, guys. Plus I gotta head out. So I just want to hop on, say what's up to you guys, throw a trade on the practice account, or that small prop account, see what happens, test out the power hour. I don't think this is something we're going to be doing on the cash account. We might. It's going to depend on how the morning goes, I guess. We're going to stick with the mornings, but we'll do this when it makes sense and when we have time. It's just cool to be able to, like, okay, we know we've got opportunity to trade at this time of day. Like with Forex, you try to get on at this time of the day, you might as well just get out your wallet and start burning cash. But alright guys, love y'all. See you tomorrow morning. Thanks for hanging out. I will see you tomorrow.